It is that time, ladies and gentlemen, where we are going to have to take a break. And when we come back, we have a special treat for the audience. We have the band City Awake that's going to be joining us via Zoom. I'm looking forward to talking with them. I'm hoping all their band members can join. Justin Tackett, Shawn Caudill, Ian Dozer, Nicholas Tirlea. I'm hoping that's how you pronounce it. I'm hoping they all can join us via Zoom, but we'll just have to see. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with the band City Awake. Stick with us. Welcome back, everybody, to Off the Cuff. Adam Banks here with you. Amber is also joining me. Amber always gets excited when we have music.
Yes.
People from bands come on especially, and I'm happy to be joined by the band City Awake. Joining us via Zoom, I have the band members, the vocals, guitar, Justin Tackett. On guitar, Shawn Caudill. Drums, Ian Dozer. And on the bass, Nicholas Tirlea. Guys, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Pretty good, Adam. Thanks for having us on, man.
Hey, I really appreciate you taking the time out to sit down and talk with us for a bit. So tell me, how did you guys come together as a band?
Yes, so Shawn and Justin were already playing music together, and they needed a drummer, and Justin just happened to call me one day, asked if I could come over and just sit with them, and I really liked what they were coming up with, really constructive. And then actually recently we have Nick, which is a bass player I've known for years. We're really happy to have him on board.
Do you guys hang out with one another outside of recording music together? What are some of the things you guys like to do?
We try and hang out as much as we can, but pretty much all of us, we are. We all have families, so we try to get together every once in a while and just get a bite to eat. We don't really go out and do a whole lot of partying or nothing. We just enjoy each other.
So back in March of 2020, the pandemic came in and it hit like a tornado. I mean, it shut the country down, and that really affected the music industry. I'm talking live performances were shut down. Tours were at a standstill. How has the pandemic affected you all as a group?
Well, unfortunately, we had to cancel several gigs through last year, and we rotated early Lexington. The pandemic really hard, and they will never open up again. So it's been pretty difficult. Body, making through it week.
Nick, I see you down there. Was I saying your name right a while ago, buddy? Nick Tirlea?
You said it, Tirlea. You said it. I think you said it right. It's Tirlea, Tirlea, Tirlea.
All right, so we're going to be playing one of your songs on the radio. It's called Listen. Talk about that song. What's it about? What went into creating that song?
So Listen was, well, all of the songs that we've released so far were actually written before I joined the band. Listen itself, it has to do a lot with relationships and the toxicity with it. How not listening to a person can really turn things sour, and what that person has to do in order to overcome that, you know what I mean? And different things like that. And, there's more meanings behind our songs. They can really mean whatever you want them to be honest. There are different metaphors in there that kind of say different things or can kind of be interpreted different ways. But that's the overall vibe that I get from it.
So when you guys do sit down to make your music, what goes into that creative process?
Well, one thing that we all like to do, we kind of like to just play around. Usually Ian is like the god of drums, so he starts out on the drums, and then we all just kind of fall in with him. And, it's just like a trial and error, just like any other band does. You know what I mean? Just throw stuff at the wall, whatever sticks. That's how we roll with it. you know. But we also try to be like creative, though, you know, not like the regular old like cookie cutter like stuff or sound. We try to throw like little leads in there and try to spice it up, you know, just to be different, basically.
When you guys do get back to live performing, which I'm sure you're looking forward to, what is it that you like so much about performing in front of an audience?
The sound of the crowd whenever we finish one of our songs. It's one of the most best feelings to be able to look out there at all the people that have paid their money to come and see you and support your band, loving your music. Bro, it's one of the best feelings in the world, and me and all the other members of the band can all attest to that. It's great, man.
All right, well,
kind of strive, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's an adrenaline rush, man. That's what live performance is all about. It's about the adrenaline rush.
So, as a band, you guys have to rely on each other for a lot of things. It's not a one-man show. I mean, you guys have to depend on one another to create music, to perform your music. Do you constantly live in fear that someone is going to quit and mess up the whole dynamic of the group? I've often wondered that with musical groups because it is such a reliance on each other. Do you live in fear, or is that just something that you know you're going to be together till the end?
Honestly, I can say with this group of guys, we're all on the exact same page as far as what we're trying to do, what our goals are. And these guys, I wouldn't waste my time, honestly, if it wasn't for the guys. I mean, they're great. They're great dudes. It's a family, you know. We're all in a mess together. We talk every single day, so we all communicate with each other.
Hopping back onto what Ian was saying, like this band right here, like before I got into this band, like I was just doing scales and just noodling and had no idea where I was going. But since I've been playing with these dudes right here, me become a better musician. Like the way things that Ian told me, that Just told me, that Nick told me, like it's all helped me out so much. And family, I love these guys, man. You know, we've been in a band for over 2 years now. I couldn't ask for a better group of people. Like it influenced my life positively being around these three dudes. I love it, man. Absolutely love it. And I love you all too.
We are looking forward to hearing your new music here on the radio. Tell us where people can find you on social media and where they can find your music.
Absolutely everywhere.
On all streaming platforms.
We have a Facebook page. You can like us at our Facebook page. We are on Instagram. We're streaming on Spotify. All of them. Yeah, literally everywhere. Just look up City Awake and you'll find us. Well,
guys, I really do appreciate you taking the time to joining me on the show. And
absolutely, man.
Now we're going to play for the first time ever on the radio. We're going to be playing their song "Listen." And it's a great song, and it's going to be Off the Cuff's Song of the Week. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here is City Awake with their song, Listen.